And we're live. Okay, great. Well, let's go. So, my portfolio. So, what do we have? Now, I'll show them. Maybe. Doesn't matter. I wanted to go in private mode, but whatever. Actually, I'm gonna show the local us version. I think that'd be smarter. All right, which is the last one. Uh, this one is nice. Okay, so that's basically how it's like. Um, and then uses is just a big list. There are a few things I want to add there, but I'm not gonna do that now. Um, yeah, just so that's uses, that's home, that's talks, and what we want to add is the blog section because I've written a few blog posts now, and I want to release them in the wild, and I don't want to use I think it was what Ash node. So I tried looking into Ash node, right? But I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Plus, are you even a real developer if you don't have like your own blog instead of like a blogging platform that's just made for this use case? So yeah, that's basically it. And um, there's another thing I want to do. So this gradient looks great. And the thing is, so I think the code, yeah, it's a bit messy. But so right now the seed that generates, so every time this page loads, it's a different gradient, all right? Um, but I've stumbled upon a very nice seed, which I've got conveniently placed right there. So I just want to replace that with this seed that I like a lot. So at the start, it's not, yeah, I mean, it's just a great seed um, because then you can see the lines forming slowly. So you may think at the start, oh, so it's just like a regular gradient, but then, yeah. Plus, it's really wobbly right here. I have like no idea why. It's just randomness. Um, so you think, oh, so this is a bug. This is buggy, but then it stops being wobbly, or does it? I don't know. Just yeah, here it's not wobbly. Anyway, that's just one that I really liked. So I'm gonna switch to that instead of like just a random one. Next, so I wanted to rename master domain. Okay, so that's easy. Bam, done. Okay, what else? Um, okay, so for the blog, let's. That was just the two little things I had on my to-do list now. I do not have a dev login. So the thing is, right now, because I have a lot of services. I have like this website that that's weird. Yeah, caching issues. I need to look into that. But basically, I think I can even log in. Um, and it doesn't work great. So I can't show you that. But it's just basically it's running Laravel Passport. If you know what this is about, it's basically just like a OAuth2 server. And I use it for like everything that I make just for myself. Because sometimes you just want to add this little feature behind like a login page, and it just takes like 20 seconds, and it's easier. Anyway, but in development, it's a bit like if I have to spin up the identity server and everything, configure the environment variables, it's hard. So I just want to have like a quick way to log in and the way it works, because I don't need to know the user. I know the user is always me. I can just add in the session the way I check whenever I'm authenticated or not. It's just I think yeah, it's user connected. This should probably like be a constant because I use it like in a few places in my application. Um, but yeah, basically say that user connected is true and then return two routes, which is a new helper in Laravel. I think it came in Laravel. I don't want to say, but it's pretty recent, and we can just redirect to the console, which is just a fancy way of saying dashboard because dashboards are boring, consoles are cool. Yay, makes sense. All right, so to route console and this, I'm just gonna show it to you because it may not like this is yeah. So basically, I have this new root file that's just for development. I recommend it honestly. It's a nice tip. You just wanna quickly test something, bam, you put in the dev.php root file, and you're sure you're not gonna mess anything up in production. Highly recommended. All right. Um, Now I'm a bit, yeah. The thing is, I don't know. I need to look into that because the identity server works, but not directly, which seems weird to me. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, it does work. Well, anyway, doesn't really matter right now. What matters is dev login. So I think if you log back again, yay, we're authenticated, and now the fun may begin. Um, I don't know if I already have like, so I have this new thing that I wrote at some point. I just don't know what this is, but okay. Um, so I don't have like a layout for the dashboard or the console. Okay, so there is a console thing. Okay. Okay, so I think I just copy pasted some code from elsewhere, which is fine, but that also means that, yeah, I think I'm missing a file here that's called connected.view, which is the layout for the console. And because I know, I'm pretty sure it should be very basic, so I think I'm just going to copy that right here. Just write console in it. Yeah, I need to copy some classes here. Yeah, I do need to do that. Okay, yeah. Thank you, PHP Storm. That's very useful way of formatting these elements. I'm just gonna, yeah, put that full screen because we don't need it broader right now. And I'm just gonna write console. Not exactly sure how it will look like, but yeah, console. All right. What else? Well, that's pretty much it. Then we just, so yeah, I'm gonna copy that as well. These classes and paste them here in the main section. And I messed up. And just then we'll put in the slot. Okay, all right, great. Which means that I think it should work. Okay, so I need to connect. Where is it? Is it in console? Okay, that's a bit overkill, creating just one thing for the console, but yeah, whatever. It's not a bad idea. I don't think it's necessary, but okay. And we'll replace that with, is it just console? Well, Laravel ID says it's console, so should be console. Hi. And I made a boo-boo. Articles.new is not in the root list. Alright, fair enough. Is it in... Okay, so it just does not exist. Let me just clear that up a little. We'll create a new root that's called articles.new. And for now, yeah, let's just make it return nothing. Because that's all we need. Okay? Okay, and we got something. Where did that come from? Hold up. Wait. Oh, okay, so there was some code in here. Yeah, okay, I passed it some things from another branch on another laptop. Yeah, not the best way to use Git, but I think we're getting there. So, okay, and what happens if I click on this? It returns this. That's not an inertia root. That's why it does that, like in the modal. All right, that's great. Now, here instead of a modal, I actually already have like a new page that I've written at some point, I'm guessing. Because I was traveling for the last month, so sometimes I've written some code I don't exactly remember. Okay, well that's great. Okay. And what if I submit it? Something happens. Articles.store is not in the root list. Damn, this thing is going fast. That's great. And we'll call that articles.store. I'm probably gonna move that to like a controller, because we're also gonna like to be able to update it and delete it. Do I have like a create article? No, I don't. Okay, so we'll make one. Create article request without the authorized method. Without the authorized method? Yeah, without the authorized method. Okay. And I have like no ID. Sorry, I'm just gonna put that in full screen. I have like no ID. What do I have here? Okay. So we've got the title. That's just going to be required with like maximum like 255 characters. But first, we're gonna need to check that it is a string. Okay. Um, I'm always confused because I always write max, but is max the size? Okay, yeah, it's the size. It's really confusing because you'd expect it to be like for numbers. Um, hi, Rero, I don't know. Um, yeah, that's what I'm using. So yeah, Laravel, inertia. Because it's my own blog, it's also using server-side rendering to make it a bit fancier. Plus, I usually have the JavaScript disabled, so I need to be able to use my own site. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm using. I used to, um, well, work with Livewire, but then I discovered Inertia, and yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, Livewire was great, but it just made things feel very like, I don't know, is clunky the right word? I think. Let me just check. Because sometimes I'm gonna say a word in English and it's just not what I meant. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of what I meant. So clunky. But yeah, I'm using Livewire, inertia. Okay. So body required. Um, is that text? Is that a text? It is a text. Okay, so long text. Let me just check. I have no idea what size of the column. Things like yeah, size, text, MySQL or Postgres. Okay. Okay, I should read the fucking manual. That's true. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, why am I reading the chat? There's no new messages. Okay. So that's not helpful. Text, column, sizes, Postgres. All right. That does not. That. I feel like that's very. Maybe I can ask Copilot. Let's try that. Come on, Copilot. Size of a long text column MySQL, and then we're gonna have like size equals. Is Copilot disabled? Enable completions. Okay, but now, do I trust that? That's the problem. Do I trust that? Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it because like this looks fine to me. Like sure, but any number would have looked fine as long as it was like a big number. Um, okay, so let's see. Is Copilot really that good? Yes, yes it is. That's actually kind of yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Copilot. Thank you very much. Um, okay. Well, that's interesting, Wikipedia. Thank you. I do not understand what that means. All right. Um, yeah. So there's just no point in having like a max requirement for that because the web server will block uh, that before it goes. Like I think the maximum size is like 5 megabytes, and that's like more than 5 megabytes. I think. I'm pretty sure. Um, and then is published is just like a boolean, right? I don't think we even. Yeah, there's nothing to validate here. Okay, boolean. Um, and then the cover. Now that's a bit tricky. No, actually, no. It's like not tricky at all. It's just like required. image. That's it. All right, we're done. And now, oh, there's a typo here. There's a typo. Create article request. All right, should be better. Now, here we have that create article request. And we can just have like the article. Well, actually, we do need to upload the image first. That's, yeah, okay, sure. So I'm just gonna diagram the cover and see what we get. And I close Firefox. Great, 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 great. Actually, you know, let me try something. Let's be smart, right? This is a nice website. Surely that will attract people to the stream. Let's be smart. So, you know, people can comment on it, right? How do I... Okay, there we go. Here we still lose, like... Thing is, we lose the nice things on the left. This is marketing and speak. Okay, great. Nope. This is gonna take so long. Come on. Am I not on it? I'm on it. I refuse to... I refuse. Is there... I'm sure like there's a keyboard shortcut to do like... To do that like 100 times faster, but you know. Whatever. Ah! Okay, great. How much do I need to... I hate myself. Okay, come on. Yes. Okay, that's too much. Okay, so yeah, we'll just put it here. So okay, actually, I feel a bit silly about this. I feel a bit silly about this. So dev login. Let's connect. Create a new article, and we don't have like a cover or anything. Oh, hi guys and gals as well. Maybe, who knows? So we need a new input type file. I don't want to get fancy with this because it's like a huge waste of time and I'm the only one who's going to see it. So no £5 or whatever, just input type file, and I do need a label though. Label. So yeah, I'm not going to create a component for that because I don't think I'll use it elsewhere. And if I do, then I'll make a component. Okay, so we are missing an ID. Cover, great. It's going to be called cover, and block, yay. Empty2, is it empty2? Let me check.